Hello Pisces, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we're going to be doing your general love reading for the month of April and everything that you'll need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, all of that is in the description box below for you. We're going to be taking a look at the recent past, the current energies, as well as the near future in love for you Pisces. All right, for Pisces, the recent past in love, please. What do we have for Pisces? We have the Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Wow. I see the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. For some of you guys, Pisces, I feel like the Queen of Swords to me can really talk about, she's kind of no nonsense because she's been through a lot, right? She has been through a lot in her life, and she has gained a lot of experience and knowledge because of what she's been through, right? She's not as willing to put up with this stuff. She recognizes the red flags right away. She's not as tolerant, as maybe like the Queen of Cups is, because she has been through a lot and she knows where that goes. She has been through situations where she has been really hurt before. She's been lied to. She's been used, and she's not going to allow herself to go through those things again, right? So she's still open to things. She has her hands out. She's always open to new people, to new experiences, but she also has her sword up, which says the minute that it crosses my boundary, or the minute it's no longer good for me, I'm not afraid to cut it off, and I can recognize when it's not good for me right away. And I feel like that's you, Pisces. I feel like you were in that energy when it comes to a specific connection in the recent past. And so as difficult as it was, when things got to be too difficult here, too challenging, I'm not saying that, Pisces, at all, that, things got hard and you left. No, I feel like you were having to carry everything by yourself. Okay. That Ten of Wands, you're carrying this whole burden. I feel like you're kind of looking over your shoulder at the other person. Like, are you going to help? Are you going to put any work in? Are you going to try to? And I do feel like you sat there and you contemplated. You had the Two of Swords kind of going back and forth for a while. But then I do feel like you guys decided to walk away here. You have the Eight of Cups. So it's not like you didn't give this person opportunities. It's not like you quit when things get hard. But I feel like you were realizing that you were the only one carrying all the burdens. So we see the Three of Swords. It was hard, but I feel like you packed your stuff and you moved forward here. Then we have the Ten of Swords. So we have two tens. I do feel like something came into completion in the past. It does feel like that here. But it was hard and it was hurtful. In the current energies, we have the Knight of Swords. Man, got a lot of air energy here, Pisces, really in your head. We have the Page of Pentacles. Some of you guys could be dealing with an air sign. We have the Fool card. So it looks like there is some kind of unexpected. To me, the Knight of Swords feels like a very unexpected message here. I do feel like someone's coming towards you very quickly. It does feel very unexpected. This is in the current energy. This may have just happened or is about to, okay? With the Page of Pentacles, it definitely feels like communication here. This person could be a little bit younger than you. They don't have to be. Could be a younger earth sign or air sign, potentially. But I do feel like somebody is wanting some kind of new beginning here with you. It feels very unexpected. I'm not sure how you feel about it. You got the Six of Cups, the Death card, and the Eight of Swords. So you could be a little bit in your head about it. Pisces, for the most part, I feel like you feel like I walked away from this for a reason. I ended this for a reason. This is in my past for a reason. They're an ex for a reason. That kind of thing. Let's take a look at your current energies. Now, for a small number of you, this could be a new person that is coming in unexpectedly out of the blue. Could be a little bit younger than you. You may be contemplating taking a leap of faith with this person, but I feel like you're still kind of dealing with the ending from the past. For those of you where that's the case, it's like you could be questioning whether like you're ready or this is a good time. Let's see what card I just threw on the floor for you guys. Go back and grab it. You know, that's the second time that I've done that today. So I don't know what that's saying, Pisces, but we have the 10 of Pentacles here, the one that just flew on the floor for you. What else do we have in the near future for Pisces? We have the Hangman. And the Ace of Swords. I feel like you're just taking your time to figure out what you want. You know, the Ace of Swords can be a card of clarity and breakthrough and awareness. And the Hangman, you know, he is hanging himself from the tree of wisdom to gain clarity and enlightenment. So you may be like, you know what, I'm going to give myself a minute. I'm not going to actively pursue this connection. I'm not going to reject it. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to make a decision. I'm just going to give myself a minute to decide, you know, what I want to do, how I'm feeling, to process and to figure it out. I also feel like you're taking a look at what you want long term, what that dream and vision looks like for you with that 10 of Pentacles, what kind of life you want, what kind of relationship you want. And you're asking yourself, you know, is this that? You know, can I have that with this person? Whether that is a past person or a new person, I feel like you're trying to see if it's something that is in alignment with that or not. And you could be trying to reflect on what that 10 of Pentacles even looks like for you. But we're going to take a look at the energy of the person that you're dealing with in this situation and see what their energy is towards you. We're going to be looking at the recent, or at the current energy between this person, the current energy, as well as the near future. So the current energy of the person that Pisces is dealing with in this situation, we have the Queen of Wands. Somebody's very attracted to you, Pisces. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. So somebody is single. They are very attracted to you. They feel a lot of chemistry here with you. But I do feel like somebody's willing to take their time. I feel like this is true, whether this is a past person or whether this is a new person. For some of you guys, it is a new person, okay? And I do feel like this is, like I said, for some of you guys, it is a new person, but I do feel like it could be a past person for some of you guys here. So just take it how it applies for your situation. That being said, this person is very attracted to you. They feel like there's a ton of chemistry here. They do desire this. But I feel like this person is in a good space. They're in a space where I want this, but I don't need this. And that makes, you know, it's a very healthy place to be. They have the Knight of Pentacles here, so willing to take their time. Okay, willing to move slow. I do like that. I think that things that are made to last take time to build. And I think that's a really good energy for you as well, because you're in this kind of Hangman, Ace of Swords. Like, I'm going to give myself a minute to figure out what I want. I'm going to give myself a minute to process what I've been going through and what I've been through. And this person's like, I'm down on that. I'm down on giving you a minute. I'm down on, you know, going slow. In the future energies, we have the 8 of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Queen of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Star. Does look like there's going to be some kind of conflict here, Pisces. It looks like it could get messy, but to be honest with you, it does feel because like a third party situation. I almost kind of feel, Pisces, that once you start to kind of move forward with somebody else here, or once you decide to just, you know, give yourself a minute and not kind of respond, I'm kind of feeling like maybe the reason why it feels like a past person and a new person is because it is. Some of you guys, I feel like you could have both. I feel like your past could be trying to return to you, as well as, you know, a new energy here. But I almost kind of feel like there could definitely bring some kind of conflict, especially because we have the Page of Swords. So somebody could be like noticing something, realizing something, watching you, that kind of thing. The Five of Swords is a card of getting what you want by any means necessary. Then we have the Three of Cups. Definitely feels like somebody's wanting to reconcile. And it's like they don't mind blowing something else up, in order to make that happen. But the Three of Cups can talk about kind of a third party energy, so even if you're not really entertaining either one of them, it's like there's definitely three energies involved here. And then we have the Five of Wands. It feels like a little bit of conflict or drama. I do feel like you could end up trying to get into control over this situation, Pisces. Wow, this got a lot messier than I was anticipating. Because I see the Seven of Wands where I see you kind of putting your guard up here. The Emperor, you trying to be in control over the situation. You have the Four of Swords. You could stop speaking altogether to one or both of these people here. I see the Queen of Swords. I feel like you're going to end up having a conversation with somebody here about this other person coming towards you. I do feel like you're going to be walking away from one of them. I kind of feel like, Pisces, I do kind of feel like you're going to be entertaining the new person. I feel like this new person is in a really good energy and they're willing to take their time with you. But this past energy here, I feel like they're coming in coming in hot. And I definitely feel like it feels like it could get a little messy. Your advice here, Pisces, I would say would be that Queen of Swords energy of just being willing to be upfront and honest and have communication with the newer person about this past person. Like, just be upfront about that situation, because I do feel like, if you're not upfront with them about the situation, I do feel like there could end up being some kind of conflict or drama here because of it. And I feel like the past person almost is wanting to kind of stir up some kind of conflict or drama for you, if they feel like it'll get that new person to kind of out of your life. So I don't know, Pisces, this is definitely not how I expected this reading to go, but here we are. So I would say trust your intuition, Pisces. I do feel like somebody is kind of watching though, so keep that in mind. I do feel, like I said, I feel like you will put your boundaries up. I feel like you will get back in control over the situation here. And I think if a lot of this can be avoided if you're just upfront and honest with everybody involved about the situation and about where you're at with things. Ultimately, you have the Star card here, so it does feel like it could be, potential wish fulfillment, could be healing. I feel like the situation will be fine. But I still feel you deciding like what you want and, wanting to kind of take things slow either way. So take the time to decide what you want, Pisces, and just be upfront with everybody to avoid kind of any drama. But that is what I have for you. I do hope that this helps. If it resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, that's okay. Just check out your other placements and everything that you'll need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course. All of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you guys so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.